Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. As we log into the game, I think it's important that we stop and examine the future of the contest. Now, I get asked every once in a while, Prof, did you think this game would last until now? Absolutely not. I actually thought when patch 12.0 happened, and so many people, including myself, were outraged because Kabam was taking the champions that we had awakened. And at that point, it was very rare early on to have a offer that was any more than like a 4-star crystal. Like Kabam just did their best to not change the economy of the game. So you had very few options. There were no crystal shards. You either got to open a fully formed crystal or no crystals. And even though Kabam likes to say what I think is just a outright lie, that every champion has the exact same drop rates in crystals, we knew in the 4-star crystal, which was like opening a 6-star back then, that it was almost impossible to get not only a 4-star Wolverine or 4-star Scarlet Witch especially, but to awaken them, to get them twice, even if there were only less than 100 champions in the crystal pool. It was essentially impossible. It didn't stop people like myself from sometimes spending $20-$30 for a 4-star crystal because the hope of awakening them was too tempting, but it never happened. I'd go for a 4-star Scarlet Witch and I'd get a 4-star Electro. And that's why when Kabam gave us a $100 4-star offer 7 years ago to awaken whatever champion we wanted to awaken, and in my case it was Scarlet Witch, it was the best $100 I'd ever spent. Now, just a couple months later, they nerfed her and Thor and Doctor Strange and Black Widow to the ground and took the $100 that I'd spent and made a mockery of it. Kabam didn't have a vision for how they were going to rectify that, and to a certain extent with definitely champions like Doctor Strange, they've yet to bring them back to even close to what they were. And I still think if we return Doctor Strange to how he was pre-patch 12.0 in the game now, he would be a beyond god tier champion. He would have incredible regeneration. He would have wonderful utility. He would be a champion that would be a battlegrounds killer, and would probably counter so many annoying fights well. But I don't think he'd break the game. I don't think he would be any more OP than the best champions that are already in here as 6 stars. He would just be a really solid champion. With that being said, I wanted to record this video today because we still have another day. Keep in mind that Kabam has changed and given more time to going all the way back to Cyber Weekend, which turned into Cyber Week last year in November. Kabam is doing, I think, the smart thing, and that's moving 24-hour deals to 48-hour deals. And then when they really want to hype something up, like the thing I refuse to buy, which is the Emotes launch bundle, which is somehow inexplicably 50% off a price they made up, they just give you like a month plus to buy it. And of course, that's already the case with the Double Track event and the extra 6-star shards that go into that if you buy the 2-day or 7-day extended passes. Though I will say that even though some of you did, because you sent me your openings like day one that this was a thing, and hey, do what you want, but that's an extra $20 when you're basically getting a small, very, very small amount of 6-star shards, which used to be a lot harder to get in the game than it is now. The bottom line to me is fairly simple, and it's fairly predictable. And that's that if Kabam wants to sell more of these, they need to come out with Ascension plans right now. I thought for sure, and I would be wrong, I am wrong, that we would have the Ascension details by now. I thought at the latest going into March, which is next week, we would know what we needed to do for this bizarre concept to, because I still think Ascension sounds like a Lifetime movie or like a New Age church we know we needed to do to get that bonus boost, which would make our 6 stars, presumably, sort of like 7 stars. And it would make champions that we have collected in our rosters more valuable. And when you think about like the top champion, which is still unanimously, for the most part, especially when I do tier list, voted as Hercules in the game, you would think that your 6-star Hercules would need a 5-star Hercules and a 4-star Hercules and maybe even a 3-star Hercules to be max ranked and max sig for this boost. And that's what I still assume would happen. And if Kabam just announced that that would be the case, think about how many more early access bundles Kabam would sell. Because you know, if you want Ant-Man Future, if you want that Ascension boost, you know you need not only the 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star, or the 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star, but you need them ranked up, which means all of a sudden rank up materials become a lot more valuable because you need more of them to rank up all the different stars. It also means that the demand to jump into the arena and spend your time in the arena increases because, of course, in this arena, you guarantee yourself, if you are uncollected and above, in milestone rewards, the very needed 3-star and eventually 4-star champion. So you're going to have to put up 7.5 million points twice a month, assuming we keep the same schedule, which I don't think there's any reason why we should, of 2 new featured champions to have a chance for that Ascension bonus. So 3 things are going to happen. 2 of those 3 things are, you're going to have people that jump into the arena and always put up 7.5 million points. People that have maybe never done the arena or haven't done it for years or do it very sparingly on special arena days. And then the second is that they're going to be spending $50 or $100, because of course if you spend $100, you guarantee yourself a SIG 20 of that 5-star, plus the bonus crystals, which are probably not going to give you but maybe 1 featured or sub-featured 6-star for the entire calendar year, even if you buy both. So this is going to give Kabam, especially if you buy both, $200 extra from people who would not normally spend, which is a lot of money to throw at a game extra, and then their commitment to the game for the arena. If I was Kabam, I would be hyping this up like crazy. And it kind of makes me worried that maybe the people working on this behind the scenes are behind. Or maybe, shockingly, they have some bugs they didn't see that were intended with the coding that are keeping it back. But when it comes to things like relics, I still don't care. I really don't. Maybe I should, but I just don't. And 7 stars, I also don't care because I remember what it was like to have 6 stars at the beginning, and it really didn't matter to me. So I mean, this is okay. I've sort of warmed up to it a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not really that impacted by it. But Ascension, just the concept of that makes me excited. So Kabam, please release the details soon. For your sake, for our sake, for everyone's sake. It would make the game so much better.